That was 9. He was going for 10. Nadal had won 12 straight matches in Rome, had only dropped 2 out of 24 sets against Diego Schwartzman coming in. But the Argentine, these are the 2 best returners in tennis, Paul. They average more than 42%. Diego was above 54 today.
He was just amazing. I mean, the first set broke Rafa 2 times, then got up a break in the third twice, 5-4 serve for it. And Rafa just kind of put it in lockdown mode. When it gets close in matches like this, you just feel like he's going to refuse to miss. And that's what happened at 5-4. And you wonder if Schwartzman was going to buckle a little bit, think, oh, I had my chance. It's going to go away from me now. No, he did not. Broke the next game and gave himself another chance to serve for the match. And this time, Rafa made a couple of unforced errors this game, which is really uncharacteristic. We expect so much of him. So when we do see an unforced error, it's almost like we don't believe it. But look at that. The Argentine was thrilled, and it was well-deserved.
Vickery getting the win. They talked to him on court after.
You must be delighted with your performance out there tonight.
Well, it was crazy. You know, tennis is crazy. Our performance, it's always crazy. The last 3 weeks were really bad for me. I was thinking to go to Hamburg, take a rhythm. The first round yesterday, I was not playing very well, and today I played my best tennis ever, similar to Roland Garros against Rafa 3 years ago, and I'm very happy. I mean, I was not thinking to beat him really because I was not playing good, but today I did my best, and I'm very happy. I mean, it was different without people, you know. I prefer with people this kind of matches. My first time beating him, but it was okay.
He let it out without the fans there, so everybody could hear Diego. What was the biggest reason he was able to come out on top in this match?
I think just also having that belief. It's so amazing when you hear players that talk about how poorly they've been playing. Can't panic when that happens. And all of a sudden you play a top player. He got 1 win under his belt. He started to loosen up, and he played so free because he most likely thought he didn't have a chance because he didn't come into this match with a lot of expectation or a lot of confidence. His movement around the court. I mean, Schwartzman is a great clay court player. He was managing his service games, didn't get broke until late in the second set. That is a very good statistic for Diego. And how he was able to just neutralize Rafa by getting a lot of balls back into play. And Rafa was a little rusty, and we didn't see it in the first couple matches he played, but he made some errors tonight that we weren't really used to seeing.
A couple of keys. Rafa serving just over 40%, which is, he's usually a high 60s guys. So that's a big key. The fact that he's a little rusty. And for a pro Schwartzman perspective, I think everyone needs to remember, for him to say, I didn't expect to win. I just went out and I played. I wasn't playing so good. So for him to relieve the pressure on himself, take the expectation away, and just go and play, I think that allowed him to keep his composure after he had a chance and it went away. I think he just was able to stabilize emotionally, and that is so difficult to do against the greats. He was really impressive.
First loss for Rafa since the quarterfinals 3 years ago in Rome. Diego Schwartzman moving on. They'll be talking about this on social media throughout the night as we head into the social net.
Speaking of social media,
take a look at this, Paul. Sasha Vickery, Roland Garros not playing any games with that COVID test. Felt that deep in my thoughts. Someone is going to catch these hands at some point this week.
I get it. Now I didn't read it the right way. Yeah, it's the old COVID test isn't a lot of fun, but we got to do it. We got to stay safe. So well done.
Yeah, I'm a little worried, to be perfectly honest, because that's where we're going.
You'll get over it.
All right. Bianca Andreescu will not be there getting the COVID test, unfortunately, because she is not playing Roland Garros. Will not play a match this year, Lindsay. How concerned are you?
Getting even more concerned as each month goes on. And, we haven't really heard from her either. She got hurt her knee at the WTA finals last year. We knew about her shoulder injury throughout the season. She's always managed a bunch of injuries, but the knee injury happened, and then she was in Indian Wells. She was on site, pulled out, didn't really matter. The tournament ended up not happening, but haven't been hearing from her. A lot of injuries on a very young tennis playing body. I hope she's okay, and I hope that she's just getting healthy for a good 2021 season.
Yeah, that's always the biggest concern, right? When a young player has multiple injuries and they're on the injured reserve list for different injuries for prolonged periods of time. And like Lindsay said, the big thing now, while she has all this time off, really figure out best way to manage your body as you go through. And I think that's the hardest transition for young players, to go from playing junior international stuff to all of a sudden week-to-week job the whole year around the world. That's a big change.
She did play a ton of matches last year, had multiple injuries. We hope to see Bianca healthy at the start of 2020.